What up, YouTube? It's your boy Dell here at BC's Bottle Lodge. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell for notifications so you get all the content every week from the boys here at BC's.
And we're here for brunch.
Brunch so hard.
If you don't know, Dell here's on a bit of an adventure.
Hashtag brunch so hard.
So we're chatting with Dell today, and Dell's doing something that's pretty unique, a little bit crazy, a little ridiculous. But Dell, when was the last time you actually had solids?
Fat Tuesday.
Super fat.
And how you feeling?
I feel great. So basically what I'm doing is for the 46 days of Lent this year, I'm only drinking beer. So that doesn't mean I'm not having water or black coffee or unsweetened tea, but anything that has calories that come into my system is only beer. I've weighed in this morning. I'm down 26 pounds already. So
it's actually a weight loss thing.
It could turn into that. I know. I wouldn't recommend it. It's been pretty rough. It's been pretty hard so far. The first week was definitely a challenge. I'm not feeling too much hunger these days.
Okay.
I do feel like if my blood sugar or my electrolytes feel a little low, I drink a beer.
Yeah.
And that normally straightens me out.
Solidarity right now too.
Yeah. This is my meal for
Cheers.
Eat up.
today.
Yeah.
And why? So
Why do it?
why? Like
Yeah.
that's I think that's a
So look, so you guys know I'm the director of sales at 50 West Brewing Company, and beer is my life. I'm a beer geek. Like literally, my license plates say "beer for you." My apartment is decorated with beer posters and beer memorabilia. It's what I do. When you learn about different styles of beer, you always hear of the story of like IPA. So like, oh, they had to put so many hops in IPA because
It was going
it had
across
to go
the ocean,
It had to
it
go
had to
from
stay
England
fresh,
to
right?
India.
It was a
spoiled.
preservative.
So everyone knows that story. That's a pretty hard one for me to like kind of do like Mythbusters, like fact check that.
Right.
But when you get to the Doppelbock style of beer, you always hear about, the
monks,
monks,
right?
and they went without any food for all of Lent for 46 days, and they sustained themselves by brewing Doppelbock, which is basically a double bock. It's got twice the amount of grains, so a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of sugar, and a lot of alcohol. And that was one that I always felt like, you know what, I could probably replicate that. I could probably do that and prove it kind of right or wrong, Mythbuster style.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing this year. So I'm doing it, trying it out.
But you're not only drinking Doppelbocks, right? Like
No,
you're
no way.
you're bringing this
clearly he's not.
tradition,
I mean,
right? You're bringing this tradition of what these monks used to do into kind of now, right? Like where there's all these different options of beer, different styles.
Absolutely. I'm drinking the Get Out of Dodge right now,
Okay.
our
50 West, yeah.
from 50 West, our IPA. So I'm an American. I wouldn't eat the same thing every day.
Right.
So why would I drink the same thing, right? So when
It's
it comes
boring.
when it comes to what I'm drinking on a daily basis, I have been drinking way more stouts, and I've been drinking more. I have been drinking more Doppelbocks than I ever have, just because I want to pay like respect.
So as far as intake or meals throughout the day, what's a typical day at this point look like as far as what you're drinking, how many you're drinking?
I'm drinking between 2 to 5 beers.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. I would normally drink way more than that.
So you're not walking around hammered.
No,
right?
not
like
at all.
This is just simply survival, really.
Yeah.
Right. Like let me get some food in
I
my
need
body.
sugar, carbs.
Yeah. So like, I'm not a breakfast person anyway. I don't normally eat
either.
breakfast.
Yeah,
Like I
I'm
get
not
up, I have my black coffee, and I get along my day. Been drinking some water, but then what happens is like, 12:30, 1 o'clock. People are out having lunch. I'm out at It Counts. I've had lunch here at BC's this week several times. So basically, I have my first beer at like 12:30 or 1 o'clock. I haven't been having more than 1 beer per hour. Just because that's kind of like the guidelines for like a rule of thumb,
Intoxication, yeah.
right? So I feel like alcohol is affecting me differently, so I want to make sure that I kind of uphold that.
Have you gotten drunk yet?
No,
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm
no.
impressed.
And my whole goal was to not get drunk all of Lent. I've been spacing it out. So from noon to like 10, 11 o'clock at night when I go to bed, I'm only having 5 beers.
Right.
I haven't had more than like 5 beers. And that's the goal.
So it's actually double Lent, right? Like, so not only are you giving up food and only drinking beer, but you also kind of gave up getting drunk to kind of work around that, right?
I like that.
Double
That's good.
Lent.
That's a good
I like that.
double Lent.
I like
Double
that.
Lent.
I like that. That's a good way of looking at it.
Hashtag double Lent.
See?
That's kind of amazing,
Right,
actually.
because there are a lot of like I've gotten the only negative feedback that I've gotten in this entire process are from kind of religious zealots and like fundamentalists who think that like I'm doing something in the name of a religion.
Okay.
And it's kind of I'm getting
Against
backlash,
religion,
right?
yeah.
And I'm like, that's not why I'm doing this at all.
Right,
I'm
like
not,
you're just an alcoholic, and this is an excuse.
Right, that's
to
what they
drink
think.
more beer. Right?
Yeah, they absolutely.
But I would say, just being around you and hanging out with you during this time, you're probably drinking less beer.
I think so.
Yeah.
100. I think 100%. I'm actually drinking less beer. Yeah.
How's the response been to? I mean, what you've been doing so far for?
It's crazy. So, Channel 12 here in Cincinnati did a piece on me, and
Which kicked it off, right?
100%.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So literally, like they did a piece on me about this beer fast, and it played in like the 7 a.m. hour, but they got such good response from it that they actually ended up the next day playing it every hour on the hour all morning,
Oh,
and
wow.
then
They re-aired.
headline news at 11 o'clock the next night. After that, the next morning, I literally woke up to Boston radio station.
I mean, you're everywhere, right? Like, I mean, I've seen
How many
I've seen
countries are you
clips.
in?
over 20 countries.
Yeah.
Every single major city in the U.S. has had me on the news now, and I've been on over 600 radio stations. Yeah, and it's been kind of fun, just like on social media in general, because I'm getting these interactions from all these places around the world that I really don't know anyone, but then like a brewmaster of some random Czech pills maker in Prague will send me like a friend request.
Oh, really?
And like yeah, so like
Are
I'm
they,
like
are they sending you meals yet? Like
So,
are you
listen to
getting
this.
meals in a box
Yes.
from different places
I
all
did.
over the world? Yes.
So I last week, everyone know if you grew up in Cincinnati, you knew of a station called WGN out of Chicago, right?
Yeah.
That's where the Cubs games
All the
were
Cubs-
always
all
right.
the Cubs
Cubs
games.
games were on. So last week I was WGN's hero of the planet.
Oh, of the planet.
Of the planet.
Woo!
That's
They
a good
sent
honor.
me a deep dish Luminati's pizza on dry ice to put in the freezer to have after Easter.
That's
Oh, that's true.
Hey guys, BC's fam, thanks for stopping in today. Dell Live. Don't forget to subscribe to his YouTube. Check out his social media posts.
YouTube channel, subscribe, like,
Instagram,
check him all
Facebook.
out. He does a daily weigh-in, and then on top of that, he does a weekly recap, and then at the end of the recap video, he does
What is it?
double
At
up.
Sergeant Dell.
Yeah, so at Sergeant Dell on
SGT
most platforms.
Dell. Dell, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks, sir.
Hockey sticks.
Hockey sticks.
Hashtag.
I picked up my glass and I was like, "Was kosten das Glasen? Hack the Leben!" Like, I know I'm Mars.
Man, Shane.
Nah, you can't.
Wait,
can't-
should we
can't-
stop recording?
Can't pick me up. Can't-
Turtle moment, yeah.
Turtle.
Mhm.